So I made a video about Colby Covington 7 days ago, and it was about his loss to Joaquin Buckley and the way that he handled the loss to Joaquin Buckley. And it's fair to say that Colby Covington is not too fond of that video. I don't know if he's seen it because he mentioned something that I'm going to show you at the end of today's video, the last clip, where it does kind of show that he hasn't watched the video, but he's been informed about the video I made criticizing his response to his loss, and he's not happy with it whatsoever. He's had a lot of things to say about me, and we're going to go through some of those things in today's video. There's also another moment here where he talks about me again, sir. And this one really hurts. This one really does hurt because I'm a big fan of Colby Covington, you guys. I've been a big fan of Colby Covington for a very long time. In fact, before I even get into what Colby had to say, Colby's maybe one of the key reasons as to why I even started an MMA YouTube channel in the first place. I'm going to get into the clip, but then I'll elaborate on that afterwards throughout the video because I don't want to take up too much time at the start. Let's get straight into it. We've got the news covering this. Full Mount MMA is covering this. That's how you know these guys are struggling for content, you guys, okay? I'm making a response. It's a tough time when the 4 weeks off begin about the UFC not having a fight card on for 4 weeks. We're covering Colby Covington MMA Guru beef on Full Mount MMA. So we're in this is a real drought right now for MMA content creators. But let's hear what Colby Covington has to say about me in this clip. In the middle of one of his streams, he now streams on Twitch. I believe his Twitch channel is called, I'll find out the name of it. His Twitch channel is called Colby Chaos TV. If anyone's interested, don't let him take us apart, Colby, dude. We're supposed to be a team. Either way, let's listen to what Colby has to say.
MMA Guru said I'm making excuses and I need to fight more. Who is he that he's never been in a fight? He's losing a 10-8 battle to diabetes, so he should go eat better and win that fight before talking about a real professional fighter who's achieved everything in the sport. So facts are facts. There's no excuses. I showed up on short notice. I didn't train. What do you want? That's not an excuse. That's the facts. That's the truth.
So he said I was losing a 10-8 round to diabetes. I'm not that fat, but I guess I need to lose more weight. Listen, the guy's got a fucking point. But he didn't watch the video. Colby, you got to fucking watch the video, dude. Listen, it was a criticism video, but it was themed around the idea of this is how we're going to do better. This is how we're going to rally and get back to the top of the 170-pound division. I think I ended the video like, come on, he and Gary fight, take it, demolish him, and we're making it back to the top. He says I'm losing a 10-8 battle to diabetes. It is what it is. I feel like I'm in better shape than the entire heavyweight roster outside the top 5. But that's not good enough. You know what I'm saying? I need to make sure I'm in like heavyweight shape if we're going to be, refuting the claims that I'm losing a 10-8 round to diabetes. Let me just listen in case I missed another thing that he said in here.
MMA Guru said I'm making excuses and I need to fight more.
I did say he needs to fight more, which is not bad, by the way, because that's a fan. I'm a fan. Don't make me go nuclear, Covington, because I have the nukes. I don't want to press the buttons, though, man. I didn't say he was making excuses. The excuses are there. My point was, and maybe I'll just play it here. I'll play my response to it right here. This is the interview that we did, and I'm gonna play a clip from this as well because he said something in this interview that is just crazy, crazy foreshadowing of what is now going down. So I'm going to get to that in a second. But this is my response to the situation. But, I didn't actually say that he was lying about his excuses, though. So he definitely didn't watch it. I said that they're excuses, but they're not excuses that a world champ is going to have. You know what I'm saying, chat? That was my whole take on the whole Covington situation. So he was like, what? I didn't take it on short notice, and I'm like, dude, what? I'm lying about not training, but in reality, if you were a real guy focusing on being a world champion, then you're never going to be off to take a fight on short notice. Like Aspinall or Pereira, dude, they can step up and win. You know what I'm saying? Usman can step up and fight a Chimaev. Like, they're always in the gym. They're not off the couch. People with world championship prospects that actually really want to be a world champion in this sport aren't off the couch at any point because they're always training. But I like Colby. Here's what it is. I listen, they were excuses. But my take was, yeah, they're valid. Like, you did take the fight on short notice, this, that. But you took the fight. You know? That's my whole take on the whole situation. Like, yes, he took the fight on short notice. Yes, there was a cut that stopped the fight. I was raging about that as well. I wanted the fight to continue. I thought the fact that it got stopped to a cut was absolute bullshit. I was screaming about that. I said some things to the woman that made that fight end. Okay? I risked a lot when it comes to my reaction to that cut causing the end of the fight. They are excuses. But my take was, if you're a guy who's going to go on to become a world champion again, why are you off the couch? You know, that was my whole take. So it's like, I was off the couch. I wasn't even training and I just stepped in and took that fight. And I'm thinking, well then, you're not taking it as serious as other fighters. That's my take, man. I know I don't have visible abs, you guys, and that's putting it lightly, okay? But come on, man. That's an obvious take. Off the couch. I was off the couch, waltzed into a fight with Joaquin Buckley. Then the priority of you becoming a world champion is not really your priority then. If you're off the couch, you'd be in the gym non-stop. Comeback season. It's all good, though. So Colby had a lot to say. There's another clip of Colby Covington saying something here as well.
Roger Stool, MMA guru, snaked me. Yeah, that's why I never wanted to do an interview with him, because I just knew people love to turn their back on him, on people real easy and try and paint themselves in a good light. So it is what it is. I only did that interview for you guys. You guys know that, guys. You can,
guys. Either way, come on, man. Don't let your live chat tear us apart, Colby Covington. It's comeback season. I want the Ian Gary fight, dude. I've been working for a long time for this storyline. I want it, you know? I defended you in the Masvidal situation as well years ago, Colby. Oh, man. It's all good, though. Colby Covington's not happy. In one of these clips we're going to get to in a second, and I just noticed that Schmitty is edited in to the background. Well done, musical. Didn't notice that, mate. There's Schmitty, I guess, in the picture frame over there. Thanks for that, buddy. But I don't know, man. I was being real. I was being critical, but it was in the spirit of, this is how we fix things. This is how we get back on track. I'm not just going to be there like, forget Colby. Fuck him. I know I made it, and listen, the title of the video is The Cope of Colby Covington, but there's a question mark at the end, you guys. There's a question mark at the end. That throws the whole thing into some doubt. This isn't a statement. This is a question. I'm questioning whether or not this was Cope. With the teardrops. I know it looks bad, man. Fuck, this is a problem. I can't pair with fighters. I'm going to have to pick Chimaev over Duplessis sometime soon, you guys. That's going to be a disaster. Fuck, man. This is the fine line. I want to collaborate with the fighters, but I also want to, I want to keep it real. I want to keep it real with the fighters. I'm not trying to snake anyone. However, after Colby Covington said this, let me listen to this one back again.
Roger Stool, MMA guru, snaked me. Yeah, that's why I never wanted to do an interview with him, because I just knew people love to turn their back on him, on people real easy and try and paint themselves in a good light.
People have to turn their back on people. Now, during the interview before the fight with Joaquin Buckley, Colby Covington said this, and I'm going to move myself out the way so you can see my eyes when he says this thing. Colby Covington said this during the interview, and I literally knew, fuck, if he loses and he makes a bunch of excuses, I'm going to have to make a video. I have to keep it real, man. I'm for my fans first, Colby. I'm for content first. Okay? Fuck, I'm such a huge fan of Covington. I'll get into it in a bit. Listen to what Colby says here.
That's right, man. Especially, they've never been in a cage, so they're not qualified to speak on this. And
neither have I, by the way. I don't know. But so Colby is like, either way, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. But this is Colby talking about the media, the regular media compared to me, because he showered a lot of praise on me in this interview. Like he was saying, like, the new face of MMA media, you're the GOAT, you're the people's champ of MMA media and all of this. So I was like, asking him about the old media. What does he think about the other media, the corporate media? And he was saying this about them.
You know, if they're going to use our name for clicks, like, you shouldn't just talk bad about us and then talk shit about us in one article and then beg us for an interview in the next. You know, it's not authentic. It's not genuine.
I don't know if you guys saw my eyes as he did that, but I knew. Fuck, man. One, I've made videos critical of him before. Two, I'm going to have to in the future if it calls for it. If he does get beaten by Buckley, this is the content, you know? If he says something crazy, I'm going to, like, I can't just blindly I can't blindly follow Colby Covington without any criticism. It's not going to happen, you guys.
Article and then beg us for an interview in the next, you know?
I had to.
It's not authentic. It's not genuine.
And I knew it then. I knew it then in my eyes. If you watch this one more time, I'm going to put this in like half speed as well for a second, just to make sure. Where's the speed?
And then beg us for an interview in the next, you know? It's just...
I had to, man. I knew I would have to, and I had to. It is what it is, you know? I don't mind it. And in this clip, Colby Covington goes on to mention some other things, and it is what it is, man. Let me play this one.
MMA Guru made a video dissing you after your loss to Buck. Oh, that's cool, man. That's why I don't trust MMA media, guys. They always want to throw your names under the bus to get...
Don't trust the Twitch live chat, dude. I didn't just absolutely trash you in the video. It was like, come on, Colby, dude. We can't be saying this. We have to be in the gym non-stop and get the fight with Ian Gary. It's all good. I did say some bad things. I'm not going to act completely innocent here. I was critical. But it was in the spirit of, let's revenge tour the 170 division, dude. The welterweight's better with Covington involved. Whether you like it or not, man.
MMA Guru made a video dissing you after your loss to Buck. Oh, that's cool, man. That's why I don't trust MMA media, guys. They always want to throw your names under the bus to get content and to get clicks to their page. That's why I call them clickbait merchants. They literally are fishing for clicks. But why would I care what this guy says? His opinion has no value in my life. He lives in another country. He's in MMA media. He's never stepped in an octagon. He's never made money like I've made.
Well, hate to break it to you, Colby, but we do it real good. Let's not get... I'm not going to get into... Maybe keep humble. I probably made more than you this year, buddy, but it's all good. It's all good. Let's not start a money battle here. I'm very humble. You know this, brother. Very, very humble, you know?
You know, he's probably living in his mom's basement, and that's not to say it's a bad thing, because at some point we all do that, but...
That's it. Walk that back before you isolate your own audience, Colby Covington, don't you? Dude, he walked that back real quick. Probably living in his mum's basement, which is okay at times, you know, because he knows, you know who's lingering in your fucking Twitch chat, Colby Covington, dude. There's a few people in your fan base that are in their mum's basements typing to you in that Twitch chat, watching you gamble on Twitch. You know, they're hardly the pioneers of the world that are sitting there listening to Colby Covington stay or hit on a fucking blackjack table virtually online, you know? I hate to break it to you, dude, but he walked that one back real quick.
In his mom's basement, and that's not to say it's a bad thing, because at some point we all do that, but at some point you also need to move out and be a grown man. And
I've moved out, and I'm a grown man. It's all good, though. It's okay. I'm just in my mom's basement over here, guys.
And make a good life for yourself, so.
I think I have. It's okay.
I could care less what anybody says about me, like. In today's world, guys, you have to have thick skin. You can't care what others think. Like, you're not trying to make anyone happy but your family and God. That's the only people that matters and the only people that can judge you.
Okay.
So, you know, whatever. In MMA media, you know, there's a reason he's talking about me and I'm not talking about him. I'm only talking about him right now because you guys brought him up. And, you know, I care about you guys in the chat. But
I was about to say, you are talking about me nonstop since I made the video. But it's okay.
But that's about it. Care less about anybody else's opinion, and that's how you guys should approach life too as well. Just who cares about what people are saying, dude? Let them talk.
And here he reads a chat message from someone who's gonna keep it real with him, which is the saving grace of this whole situation, dude. I'm all for the one. Dude, there's nothing I want more than Colby Covington and Ian Gary at a press conference in 2025 early. I don't want to wait for Covington, which is why I want him to fight more. I want it April, pay-per-view, feature fight, 5-rounder, Colby Covington versus Ian Gary. I want the press conference. I want the build-up. I want the fight itself. I want the win from Covington, and I want him to destroy Ian Gary and rid us from him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he took Shavkat's back in round 5. Now we all like him. No! He will never be redeemed in my eyes, okay? I need Colby Covington to destroy him early in 2025. But listen, this is where he reads a message from chat that lets him know the real deal. Why is Schmitty there? Long pause.
Exu, Guru didn't say anything bad about you. That was a lie. Yeah, I mean, people love to lie these days and say that, but
you've already said so much, Colby, dude. It's a little late to start saying, yeah, you know, people could lie. You've been slandering me once a stream since the fight, dude. And now it's, yeah, you know, people lie sometimes, and maybe I've been lied to. Every fucking day I've been getting trashed by Colby Covington. It was a critical video. Don't get me wrong, it was a critical video, but it was said with good intent, you know? I know this doesn't look good, but this is how you play the game on YouTube, dude. It's all good.
It is what it is, man. I'm okay with criticism, man. I like constructive criticism. I like when people tell me something bad. Then I got to elevate my game.
This is the spirit.
So if I'm a southpaw right here on this side, all you have to do is step one way. You step to one way, and then you're going to jump off that foot. And that's going to be the kicking foot. Just like
So he's showing off his tornado kick. The legendary chaos tornado kick that he landed on Joaquin Buckley. But that's the end of it. I just thought I'd go through it in today's video. Don't let him divide us, Colby. This is the thing. I've had a lot of your yapping over the past week, and I've kept my mouth shut for a bit, okay? I've had enough, Colby. We need to have a revenge tour. Even in the comment section of this video here, I was getting trashed as well, you know? I was getting fucking... Losing 10-8 to diabetes was a good one. It was some of Colby's finest work. I'm okay to be the victim of some of Colby's finest work on the mic. You know what I'm saying? Another one here. MMA Guru is the poster boy of a couch coach. Only thing dudes lifts or hits is cheeseburgers and Pepsi. Now, I wish I didn't literally have a Pepsi Max to the side of me right now. Okay? But this is not the only thing I lift, you guys, okay? I'm about to show you guys the absolute carcass of a Pepsi Max that I did just ingest yesterday. That is still on my desk today. But that doesn't mean that this guy has a point, you guys. Fuck, man. I'm going to get into why I'm such a fan of Colby, but you know, we got other comments. MMA Guru calling an interim champ a non-champion while he's 35% plus body fat is insane. Like, dude, did you not see the picture of me with DDP? I'm in better shape now. I'm in way better shape now. It is what it is. Unless I post a picture with an 8-pack, then I'll never be rid of the fat jokes. It is what it is. And if I do post it, I'll be called vain. You know what I'm saying? Even had a bit of trash here, losing a 10-8 to diabetes, skull emoji. Inappropriately messaging boys on YouTube, skull emoji. 10-8. Love that range. Either way, let's get into some other stuff. It's just like, dude, with Colby Covington, some people might not get what I just did, but check Musical MMA's YouTube channel if you want to see why I just said what I said. Either way, it's just an interesting video that I think a lot of people on MMA YouTube need to see to raise awareness and to, you know, just to put a little disclaimer out there. You know what I'm saying, Pat Barry? Either way. That's it. Colby Covington. Don't let us put... Dude, I want this allegiance to... We need this going into the Ian Gary fight. That's the biggest fight of the year. Forget Tom Aspinall, John Jones. Well, no, don't do that because it's a massive fight and I really want to see it. But Colby Covington versus Ian Gary is genuinely going to be one of the biggest fights of the year. And Colby, we're not going to get anywhere in the promotion if we start separating now. I need you on my team for the build-up of that fight, Colby. Don't let him tear us apart, man. Because I'll say this, for Colby Covington, I remember being a 19-year-old guru, okay? And I remember sitting there on my own in a food court. I know, and listen, well. You know what I mean? I know. What do we have here? Guru in a food court. I get it. I was on my lunch break at work. I was working a regular job. And I was on my lunch break, sat alone, wondering how could I make something of my life? I have no money. I have no nothing. I have literally nothing to my life. And Colby Covington was the reason that I started a channel in the first place. And that's the truth. I was sat there in a food court. I think it was a Marks and Spencer's. I think it was a Marks and Spencer's food court. I was sat there with either some sushi or a chicken Caesar wrap from Marks and Spencer's, plus some popcorn and a drink. Okay? Because I was still on a diet when I was 19. Still dieting, you guys. One of these days I'll have abs. Either way, I was sat there and I was scrolling on my phone. Young MMA fan, 19 years old. And it was UFC 225, I believe, that had just happened. Covington versus RDA. Robert Whittaker versus Yoel Romero 2. And I was scrolling on latest MMA news. And I was going past articles that were saying, is Colby Covington problematic to have as a champion in the UFC? Because of some of the stuff he was saying politically. And I literally said in my head, looking at the titles of those articles, what fucking beep, another F word, the fucking F word, that we can't say on YouTube. What fucking beep is writing these articles? Colby Covington is great for the sport. I was literally thinking this in my head. Why is everyone that covers MMA such an absolute libtard soy boy bitch? And I, in that moment, thought, I guess I could maybe start an MMA channel and just talk about my opinions on things. And it was not long after that, UFC 225, I believe it was, Covington versus RDA. My first video were predictions for UFC 228. Just a few months later, after plotting on it a bit more, after streaming a little bit more, I made my first video, UFC 228. Not on the channel right now because I didn't have the beanie on and I was doing the whole beanie thing. So I removed some of the videos early on where I didn't have the beanie. And that was the reason. So it's Covington's existence and the fucking soy media of MMA's response to his existence that triggered the thought process that I was going to start an MMA YouTube channel and give my own opinion on things because I felt like my opinion wasn't represented in the MMA media because they were just a bunch of fucking soy boys. Colby, don't let him tear us apart, dude. I need Colby Covington's allegiance going into 2025. I'm not going to drop the nukes that I have. I'm just saying it, Colby. There's some stuff, okay? This video could have took a very different turn, but because I'm a fan, I'm not going to take it there, buddy, okay? But we can take it there, Colby. I don't want to threaten or anything like that, but I need Colby Covington's allegiance going into 2025, and I need Colby Covington versus Ian Gary, okay? Because that can be the biggest fight, one of the biggest fights of the year, and we need to make it happen. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Toodle Pip. See you later. Goodbye. Colby, don't let some fucking Twitch chat comment lead you to fucking trashing me on every fucking chance you get during a stream, okay? But yeah, shout out Colby Covington. He's streaming all the time. Colby Chaos TV on Twitch. It is what it is, guys. Colby, I fucking had my finger on the nuke and I took it off because I'm a fan, okay? But there's nukes, man. I don't press the button, Colby. Don't make me press the fucking button. See you later. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Yeah.